I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? So stay tuned. See ya in the shower. Okay, now I'm in the shower. So I have to voice over y'all because it was music on here. And okay, so I'm in the shower and this is how I do it. I make sure you wet your hair first before you put this shampoo soap in your hair. And I rub it on my hands first. I'm doing a light wash. I'm going to show you how to do a light wash, medium wash, and deep wash. Okay, so this right here is the light wash. And you see me rub it on my hand. Now I'm rubbing it on my scalp. You want to make sure you clean that scalp really good. And this is how I retain length, y'all. I wash my hair like once a week when I first started. Once I cut my hair, I chop all my hair off and started over and started all natural. Because I did not want to use chemicals anymore. I damaged my hair, so I just cut it all off and started from scratch. And I wanted to stay as natural as I could, so I started making my own things in my kitchen. And so I make my own shampoo soap. The soap you see in here, I make this myself. I make my own shampoo, also my own conditioners, and everything in my hair. So I just do everything from my kitchen. And ever since then, that's how I've been retaining length. So I do finger detangle. I don't use a comb because in our ancient days, y'all, they didn't use no comb. Look at the hair. It's like my soap doesn't strip your hair. It doesn't cause itchiness. It moisturizes and it strengthens your hair, and it doesn't strip from the goodness that we need in our hair. Okay, it doesn't strip your hair from everything like some soaps do. So yeah, so to retain length, y'all see me rubbing that scalp, and my hair feels amazing when I make my own products, because this is what our hair is made of, y'all. That chemical is not for us. Okay, this is how the hair grow, and my hair was growing non-stop, y'all, from scalp. From when I chopped this off, it was like non-stop. And see, now I'm doing my second wash. So this is the second wash. The first wash was light. You saw me put it in my hand and then scrub it in my scalp. The hair grows from the scalp. That's where it starts from. So that's where you want to really clean it. Clean. Rub, scrub that scalp. As long as that scalp is clean, so that the hair can grow from the scalp. That's where it grows from. So you want to like literally focus on that scalp first, and then bring the soap down to your hair. Okay, since you got the scalp clean, then you just rub the soap right down to your hair. So that's what we're focusing on, the scalp. Okay, so again, before you apply the shampoo bar soap, make sure you wet your hair really good with warm water, because if you have 4C hair, like my type of hair, make sure you use warm water before you use the soap, okay? Because this is what our hair loves, and it literally soaks it up and it really feels good in the hair. And this is how I did it. I started when I first chopped my hair. I was washing my hair once a week. And look at that, y'all. Look at those curls. Look at those curls. Pop, pop. Yeah, we have beautiful curls, you know. Sometimes we don't even know the texture of our hair until we actually start really paying attention and taking care of our hair and loving our hair, our own hair. Again, I had perm damage. Y'all see me going in with a deep wash now. This is like 3 times, I believe, that I'm doing this. So I start in with the light wash, the medium wash, and then the deep wash. You want to get that clean. And see, y'all, look at here. I chopped my hair 2008, and look what I had gotten. Y'all, that is so real. This is no secret. This is how we grow hair, long, fast, and healthy hair. And this is what I do. Again, I don't use a comb, y'all. I detangle my hair with my fingers, and then I'm washing that hair. I don't want to show y'all the whole step, everything, because that will bore y'all. So I'm just doing a couple of these. As you see, I wrap my hair before I even do it. So you see these little balls in my hair? Put those in. Look at y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Like you can grow your hair not only to have long hair, but you want strength in hair. You want strong hair. You want hair strong coming from the scalp down. Okay, so see that scalp is all clean. I love my soaps and it smells so delicious. So I'm doing a couple of these and I'm not going to have to let y'all watch the whole thing and bore you. So I'm just letting you know showing you how I retain length and how I grow my hair fast and healthy. And this is the results that you get. Okay, so yeah, so this is what I do, and I make my own conditioner. Everything is DIY. I do everything. I make my own growth oils, my own shampoo soaps, and I don't go in the store. I don't buy any products because I know our hair is not liking none of that. Y'all, natural nature is where I stay close to. And this is the results that you get. And y'all, my hair feels nice and soft and it feels so good. Okay? It feels so good. You will really feel good knowing that you're doing something good. You're literally going back to the ancient days and be like, listen, this is what we're supposed to do. Because, listen, colored women have long hair, okay? We are supposed to have long hair. So, but sometimes we just, sometimes we don't want to take care of it because it seems hard because it's thick, but as we have beautiful curly woolly hair. And this hair, you all, this is our crown. This is your crown, okay? This is the beauty from the Most High God. Look at this, y'all. Look at the shine. Look at this. Look at the curls. You don't even know your curls until you actually maintain and take care of your hair. You won't even realize how beautiful your hair is. So I put after I wash my hair, I condition my hair and then I put it up in a protective style. And then I leave my hair alone because you don't want to be in your hair. This is my deep wash right here, y'all. I'm deep washing now. This is the last wash. So I did a light wash, medium wash, and now the deep wash. If your hair is not that dirty, if you feel like your hair is not itchy or that dirty, you can just do the light wash and you can get away with that. But I like to make sure my hair is, like, if you put products on your hair and you feel like you want to deep wash and start over, this is when you do the deep wash. But I started washing my hair once a week, and then as it got longer, I would just do twice a week. And I would push it to 3 times a week, but I wouldn't do that. I would at least go no more than 2.5 weeks, or maybe you can do 3 weeks, but don't go 4 weeks. Don't go 4 weeks because your hair will be built up with products, your products or whatever products that you're using, and your scalp will not move. So for your hair to move, your scalp got to be clean. Okay. So what I do after I wash my hair, I condition it and I put it back up in a protective style, and what I do is I seal it. As you know, I showed y'all that I seal it with shea butter. I used what I do. I seal it. I use I make sure it's damp. Okay, not soaking wet, but just a little, because you never want to do your hair dry. Do not mess with your hair dry. I tell you, do not do your hair dry. Okay, so when I do it, like after I wash it, of course it's going to be a little bit damp, so I'm going to go ahead and I go in with the oil, my DIY oil, and then I go in with my shea butter and I seal it that way. And I seal it and I put my hair in a protective style, and then I just leave it alone until it's wash day. If you feel like your hair is drying up a little bit before wash day, just get your little spray bottle of water and put a little bit of oil in it or something like that, and just spray your hair and just damp it and just put the oil back in, a little oil back in, and put the shea butter back in and seal it right back up, braid it back up until wash day. And that's how I retain the length that I have. And it's a non-stop growing. Okay, so it's like, and if you find any lengths in your hair, them little lint balls, you make sure you take those out, because if you have little lint balls in your hair, it's gonna, if it stays there, it's gonna climb up the hair shaft, and then you start getting breakage. So, and that's the reason why I check for knots in my hair to make sure. If it is, you just take it out, okay? Um, Also, another tip, make sure that when you do your hair, you don't do your hair tight, okay? My hair, if you notice, when I braid my hair, is like really loose. It's not in a tight protective style, anything like that. And I mostly like to wear my hair up. I really don't like to wear my hair out. And when you do go to sleep, make sure you wear a silk or satin scarf on your head. Okay, that is a must. That is a big tip right there, y'all. Do not go to bed with us, especially if you're taking care of your hair and you trying to go natural. And you can go natural. You don't even have to try. You can do this. Okay, you got this. You make sure you cover your hair with a silk or satin scarf, or if you don't want to wrap your hair, if you feel like if you forget to put it on, get you a pillowcase that's silk or satin, and just, because if you don't do that and you laying on cotton and all that stuff like that, guess what? Your hair can start breaking. Your hair can start breaking off, and then you're trying to retain length. You're trying to hold your length. You're not trying to break a lot of hair. And see, I put my hair up in these knots, y'all. I just wash them, and I'm gonna finish the rest of it, and then I come back. Okay, so now I finished washing my hair, and I'm showing y'all how much hair I lost that was broken when I washed my hair, and that's all. Imagine if you used a comb, how much you would have got. You're gonna see some hair. That's natural. That's a natural shed right there. That's a natural shed. If you see shed like that, that's good. Okay, that's old hair that broke off. It's no good. Okay, so but you don't want to see a handful of hair. Now that becomes a problem. See, my hair is nice and clean. I think I had a little bit of soap left up in there though, but I'll get that. I'll get that because I see that. But now I'm done with washing my hair. I hope this helped y'all. I hope this encourage you to try to go natural. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's so easy to take care of your hair. So easy, okay? I'm trying to think of anything else. So I finger detangle. Y'all see me wash my hair. I did it once a week when I first cut my hair. When I first started, once a week I will wash that hair. I did not miss a week. And then when my hair started growing, and what I did with my protective style when my hair was short and growing, I would twist it. I will put twisties in it and leave it alone for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and I go back in. And then if it feels dry, I will put the moisture back in, and I will seal it back up, and I will until wash day, and then I'll go wash it. Okay, after a week, I will wash. I wash even with my twisties in there. So as it grow, I like did braids and twists. I mostly did twist at the beginning, as my hair was starting to grow, and I will wash it. And as it got longer, I will wait. I will start washing my hair every 2 weeks, and That's when I would do the. If I leave my products on long, if I leave it on for like 2.5 weeks, I do a deep wash. That's when I do the deep wash. When I leave it in a little bit longer, okay? But never go 4 weeks. Never go 4 weeks, because that's not gonna, too much buildup is gonna happen in your hair. But yes, so if you leave it in longer, that's when you can do the light wash, the medium wash, and the deep wash, or you can just do the light and medium wash. But I use my shampoo bar soaps. I rather use my bar soaps than using liquid soap. I do the liquid as well, but mainly not much. I do focus on my shampoo bar soaps, and that's how I get my great results that I use, because that's what I like to use, and it works for me. And if it's any other tips or any other questions that y'all need to know about your hair, any questions, if it's something that I didn't add, just leave me a comment, and I will definitely get back to you. So hopefully I answered, or whatever whatever you needed about your hair. But this is how I do mine, and this is how I retain length. Okay, this is the way I took care of my hair, and I always wore it in a protective style, and I left it alone. If you leave your hair alone, If you don't mess with your hair much, your hair will continuously grow, okay? Don't mess with your hair too much. Wash it, condition it, and put it in a protective style. Leave it alone until wash day. Again, if your hair seems to be dry before wash day, make sure you just get your little spritz bottle, damp your hair a little bit, add a little bit of oil. Probably already got product still in it, so you probably just have to just do a little spritz bottle. Add a little bit of oil to it, and you'll be good. But this is how I retain and grew that much hair in that short of a time. Again, if y'all have any other questions, I'm here for you, okay? About the hair. Um, I'm trying to see if there's anything else that you needed to know about the hair. Again, don't forget to wrap your hair, okay? And also don't forget to condition your hair, okay? To keep your hair strong. So you want to condition after a wash. Leave it in for like 30 minutes or something like that and wash. And I'll be sharing videos showing you all how I henna my hair and stuff like that. How I use the clays for my hair. So stay tuned for those videos. And I really hope my videos help you all, encourage you to start natural if you haven't already. If you had already and you wanted to see how to do it, keep your hair healthy and strong, not just long hair, but strong hair. Stay close to nature. Your hair will love you for it. Keep your hair not dry, just like the plants. We water the plants. There you go. Don't let your hair dry out. Here we go. I'm done with my hair, protective style, and then I leave it alone. I wrap it up. I leave it alone, and that's it. Wow. Bless everybody.